Hey guys, it's Johnny from JTK Gaming and I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Now, I have a pretty awesome video for you guys today and, well, I guess the title kind of gives it away, but it was inspired by the last few weeks where I went for Emperor, and I just want to take a second and once again thank everyone that helped me get Emperor. You guys are amazing and I couldn't have done it without you, so you guys know who you are, and a massive thank you, and I owe you guys big time. But anyway, that inspired this video because there was a lot of people that just didn't understand what Emperor was, or you know, they had questions, they weren't sure what the buffs were, they weren't sure how to even get Emperor. So today we're going to clear everything up, and basically I've broke it down into 5 sections, so it's going to be 5 things you need to know about Emperor in ESO. So why not, let's get into it. Number 1 is, now this might sound a bit silly, but I call it Headspace. Now you want to prepare yourself mentally to be able to do this, because if you're not committed 100%, you're probably not going to follow through and do this, and you're just going to end up wasting your time. So, you know, make sure you've got the time off work, make sure your missus knows that you are going to be on the computer for the next 36 hours straight, or whatever it may be, and just let guildies know that you're going for Emperor and that you may need a hand at some point. So make sure you're mentally prepared. It might sound stupid, but literally this is number 1 for a reason. It is the first thing you need to do on your way to Emperor. So now that you've got your head sorted out and you know that you're gonna commit, you have to earn AP. Now, for the ones that don't know what AP is, it's kind of like experience for PvP. You get it for taking keeps, you get it for killing people, you get it for a lot of things. Basically any kind of thing you do in PvP, you get AP for it. I'm not going to go into, like, you know, everything about AP, but when you're in a situation, in a fight or whatever it may be, when you're going for Emperor, you need to squeeze every tiny little bit of AP out of a situation you can. Okay, you want every bit of AP. So there's a few things you can do to help you do this. Now, one is running a resto staff and healing other people, putting dots on them, because you get a percentage of the AP if they kill someone because you healed them. Also, you want AoE DPS like caltrops and things like that, so you can also mark enemy targets and things. Basically, you are just squeezing every tiny little bit of AP you can out of that fight. And also make sure you got your quests and you're filling your quests every time they get filled. So that is very important. Also, you want to make sure you've got the AP buff. Now, to get the AP buff, you need to go to a delve. Now, here is one on the map that I'm showing you. Serpent Hollow Cave. This is a really good one. It's quick and easy. The boss is right there. Obviously, you kind of have to own Brindle to be able to do that. If not, you have got this one up here. It's just a quick ride from Aswell. That's also a pretty decent one. And worst case, if you're pushed all the way back here, you have Lipsand Town, or whatever it is, just up here, and that's a quick ride from either home base or from rails. So once you got, basically you go in there, you need to kill the boss to get the AP buff, and it is 20% for an hour. Now, I quickly will mention that if you're in a really good fight, a really big fight, and the AP is rolling in, you know, it's just really good AP, and your AP buff runs out, it may not be worth going to get that AP buff, because you might lose more AP while you're gone than what you're going to gain with the AP buff. So be smart about when you get your AP buff, okay guys? Now, number 3, so you have done all those things and you have got number 1 on the leaderboards. So now, what you need to do is cap the inner circles here. These ones here around the circle, you need to own all of those. You don't need the 3 outposts, you just need the 6 keeps. So this can be quite difficult if you don't have the numbers, and depending on what server you're in, it can be really hard or impossible. What you need to do is you need to be very friendly with your faction, you know, don't piss anyone off, and, you know, get all the help you can to come in and push for amp and take these inner circles. There's not really much more to it, guys. That is it, you know, you've just got to take those keeps. So moving on to point number 4, you have got the inner keeps, you have now been crowned emperor. All of a sudden stats just go crazy. You know, you're looking at your health and your magic and your stamina and you're like, what the hell is this? There's one important thing you want to keep in the back of your mind is you need to hold at least one of these inner circle keeps. So if you lose all of them, you're dethroned and that's it. You lose emperor. So just keep in the back of your mind that you want to keep an eye on these inner circle keeps here. Let's talk about emp buffs. Now, over here on the screen, I've got them. They're pretty crazy, okay guys? They are really crazy. So the first buff is increase health, magic, stamina, regeneration while in combat by 100%. So you're basically getting double regen. Now, on one of my builds, I had 1600 stamina recovery and like 3-something K base magic recovery. It's crazy. And then the next one is increase ultimate gains by 100%. So basically, you're getting double AP, which is really crazy. You can go back-to-back ults if you're using right ones and getting kills. Now, this is the one that I love the most. Increase health, magic, stamina by 75% while in your campaign. This is the one that gives you those crazy numbers. It is just awesome and I love it. So the next buff is increase healing effects by 50%. So this is incoming heals. You get a buff by 50%, which is pretty awesome. And then the last one is increase siege weapon damage by 100%. Now this used to count against players, but they got rid of that. The first time I got Emperor, I actually had the buff. I was probably one of the last Emperors to actually have the buff where it done damage to players. And it was crazy, guys. Like, you could run cold fires, fire into a group, like 24 group, and kill half of them. It was awesome fun. But anyway, they are the buffs. Now, okay, so let's just recap really quickly. You've got all the AP, you've got number 1 on the leaderboards, you've got all your mates to come in and cap all the inner circle keeps, and you've got Emperor. We've just gone over the Emperor buffs. Now I want to have a little discussion about Emperor builds. Now I'm not going to go into specific builds, I'm just going to give you guys a few tips and point you in the right direction. We want to take full advantage of these passives that we get. So basically, from this first passive, we don't need any regen. So you scrap any kind of regen sets you're running, like you don't need Lynch, you don't need any of those. We want to focus on this passive the most, the one that buffs all your base stats, magic, health, and stamina stats. So what you want to try and focus on is like max stat sets, like Shackle Breaker, Necropotence, Trainee maybe. Like, you get the idea. You want to boost your base stats as much as you can because you're getting a 75% bonus on that, which is just crazy. That's basically like it, guys. That's kind of everything that's involved in being an Emperor, getting Emperor, everything like that. Point 5 is I've got some bonus facts. Now my voice is starting to give in, but don't mind that. Bonus facts time. If the map is dead and there's really nothing going on and you're trying to make AP, there's a few things you can do. If you look in IC and you notice IC is controlled by AD or EP, you can go down there and do a quick rotation and cap all the districts and make yourself an easy 10k. Also, something else, guys, and a lot of people frown upon this, but it's something you can do and it makes you really good AP, so why not? And that's repairing keeps that need repairing from upgrades and things like that. You can make 60 to 80k AP an hour doing this. Sometimes you just don't have an option when the map's dead. Or say like with me being in Australia, sometimes in prime time I'd crash if I went near a fight. So, you know, I was forced to repair keeps. So something else we'll really quickly discuss is the other things that you get with Emperor, the permanent things that you get. The things that you still keep once you lose the Emperor. Now you get a color, it's a red color. I should show you guys, but I'm not going to. You can look it up yourself. You get the costume, which is pretty cool, and you also get a title. It says former Emperor, which is cool, you know? Like, you used to get a bonus, like, some passive to your stats or something, but they got rid of that a long time ago. So they're the only things you keep when you lose Emperor. I think we've done it, guys. I think we've got everything there, and if I have missed anything, please let me know in the comment section. And I'm sure you will. I've enjoyed making this video, enjoyed getting Emperor, and I once again want to thank all those people, and I'll catch you later, guys. Have a good one. Hey guys, if you made it this far, you probably like my videos, so why don't you go hit that like button and, you know, leave a comment to let me know what you might want to see in the future. But anyway, for the ones that stayed along this long, I wanted to give you guys a little bit of a treat. And it had nothing to do with me forgetting to put this in the video or anything like that, okay guys? So it was just specially left for the ones that stay till the end. But anyway, this is, like, a lot of people asked me to do this. I, of course, went and did it. I went in IC and ran Imperial Physique with Emperor. I should have spent time before preparing this build, but I didn't. So I have in-pen gear instead of like infused and divines and stuff like that. And it's just not optimized at all in any way or form. We have 81k magic. Next time I do this, I want to hit 100k. That is my goal for next Emperor. I don't know when it will be. But next Emperor, I want to plan ahead and I want to get 100k magic. Anyway, we have 56k health. And the one that blows me away was 38k magic. I didn't know what to do with stamina, sorry. I didn't know what to do with it. I could dodge roll for days. It was just so fun, like, and I was so unkillable because I could just dodge roll for days. And I had a 22k hardened ward. So it was fun down in IC. I actually didn't die, which was good. That's all I've got to say, guys. I thought I'd show you this. And I might be releasing some clips of me when I was Emperor over the next week. I've just got to edit it because I've got clips everywhere. I'm out for real this time, guys. I will catch you later.